It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the top 10 shooting guards right now in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, I do gotta say the shooting guard position is absolutely stacked, okay? And it's only getting more and more stacked. I mean, if you look at my top 4, 3 of them came out yesterday. That's absolutely crazy to me to even, or not yesterday, 3 of them came out the past week, I should say. And that is absolutely crazy to even put my finger on. So just know, if your favorite shooting guard isn't on this list, such as like a Dr. J, it's not because Dr. J is bad. It's just because there's so many other shooting guards that are that good in my team. Again, if you are new to the channel, make sure to smash the subscribe button. We're on the road towards 120,000 subscribers. Starting off at number 10, yes, all the way down at number 10 is Dark Matter Clyde Drexler. It's absolutely insane to me that Clyde Drexler is all the way down here at number 10. But where else am I going to go with him? I can't go any higher, and I can't leave him off the list. 6'7", really good stats, really good badges. I don't love his release, right? Initially, when it was Clyde Drexler and very quick, I was like, you know what? I think that release is going to be extremely, extremely good. I no longer think it's extremely good. I think it's mediocre. I think it's okay in my team. But it's not a release that is like, wow, you know, especially at the shooting guard position, the stage we're at, that is even like an above average release in my team. Still, Clyde's 6'7". He's going to do a lot of things well for you on the court, especially rim running and dunking the ball. I just don't think he is any higher than number 10 on this list. And I think it's more of a credit to all the rest of the guys I do have here. At number 9, Dark Matter Kobe Bryant. And I know a lot of people are going to get mad at me for doing this, but I do not love Kobe Bryant in my team. I just don't. If I look from 1 to 10, I don't love Kobe. Yes, his release is good. It's easy to time, easy to green. But I mean, is the card great? No, he's only 6'6". His defense is okay, but again, he's only 6'6". There's nothing like that sets this card apart. And if his name was not Kobe Bryant, he would not be getting hyped up as much as he is. That's just what it is. Okay, everybody gets hyped about Kobe Bryant, MJ. His name, like just because he's Kobe Bryant doesn't mean he's the best card in the game. He's still really good. You could make the case Kobe Bryant is a top 5 shooting guard in the game. I just personally think there are better cards. Maybe part of it's because he's one of the most overpriced cards in the game, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt to budget cards. But I can't put Kobe higher than my number 8, who is Galaxy Opal Eddie Jones. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for putting Kobe Bryant lower than Eddie Jones. I'm just going to ask you guys, what does Kobe Bryant do better? Does he defend better? You know, you could argue yes. I don't think he defends any better. I love Eddie Jones's standing dunk rating at plus 20. I like Eddie Jones' release, probably more than Kobe's, if not the same. I love his Pro 2 leaner. I like Eddie Jones more than Kobe Bryant in my team. Say it for what it is. That's my opinion. I told you guys that when I did the Eddie Jones gameplay. He's at number 8 on my list. Offense, defense, cards absolutely incredible. I played in a tournament the other day. A tournament game I actually lost in. And Eddie Jones had like 30 points. I mean, the dude literally kept me in the game. He outplayed T-Mac in that specific game. The card is incredible. Do I regret locking him in now? Absolutely. But he can 100% still play for you. At number 7, we're plugging in the Dark Matter George Gervin. Yes, I like George Gervin more than Kobe Bryant. Yes, I like him more than Eddie Jones. I think he just gives you a little bit more at 6'7". Is the card perfect? No. I'm not going to sit here and gas him. By no means is the card perfect. But he's 6'7", good release, good leaner, good SIGs. I just think as far as an all-around player, he's just a 6'7" guy that's similar to Kobe Bryant and Eddie Jones, right? On that similar level. He's just 6'7", right? Even compare him to Clyde Drexler, the cards are very, very similar. I just think George Gervin, SIG-wise, is a little bit better. Again, maybe it's just because I had a bad experience with Clyde Drexler. When I used him the other day, he just wasn't very good. Both cards are extremely good in my team. At number 6, Galaxy Opal Scottie Pippen. I wasn't sure where to put this card, and it's actually crazy to me that this card came out nearly 2 months ago, but this card is still absolutely outstanding. You want to talk about a guy's release that sets him apart? Scottie Pippen's. And it's weird because you wouldn't think, oh, Scottie Pippen's release sets him apart, but it does. Nobody misses with Scottie Pippen. I could run into a guy in Unlimited that is 20 and 105, and he would green every wide open shot with Scottie Pippen. That's how good Scottie Pippen's release is. You don't have to be good at the game to use Scottie Pippen. If he's wide open, you're going to knock down shots. He's going to play extremely good defense for you. That's what sets Scottie Pippen apart from the rest of this group. Eddie Jones, George Gervin, Kobe Bryant. He's 6'8". All those guys are 6'7" or under. And none of those guys that I've talked about have as smooth of a release of Scottie Pippen does. I'm not saying it's as quick as, some of the top guys on my list. But as far as easy to green releases, you can't tell me anybody has an easier release in the entire game to green than the Galaxy Opal Scottie Pippen. Cracking our top 5, we're plugging in the RNG reward Galaxy Opal Billy Knight. Now, the reason he's at number 5 ahead of Scottie Pippen is because, I'm not saying with the duo, because with the duo he's probably top 3. I'm just saying in general, Billy Knight. We're going to go in between the duo and non-duo. If you don't have the duo, he is still absolutely incredible. He's got the Asta slide with the Luka moving step back. He's got, MJ dribble style, Rudy base on quick. I feel like his release is a little slow for my liking. Even though I know he's got the Rudy base, it doesn't feel as good as it probably should. But you give him the Bantam duo, it makes him even better, right? Gets challenger, interceptor, pick, dodge, drop up as workhorse. If you give him Bantam, he's probably a top 3 shooting guard in my team. Without the duo, probably 6 or 7. In general, I'm putting him in number 5. You could have Scottie Pippen over him. I'm not going to argue it. Honestly, you could have Eddie Jones over Billy Knight, and I'm not going to argue it because I think without the duo, Eddie Jones is every bit as good as Billy Knight. But when it comes down to it, if you got Billy Knight, you probably should be using him because he's free at the end of the day. And if you get free cards that are good, you've got to run them into the ground. Speaking of free cards, coming in at number 4, Galaxy Opal Glenn Rice. There's been a lot of people telling me recently, well, Ty, you're hyping up Glenn Rice for no reason. Man, if you guys don't watch me stream, if you didn't watch my stream on what would have been Friday morning, then you don't understand. Glenn Rice can absolutely cook. People tell me all the time, oh, he gets so tired after a couple dribbles. Man, if you don't just like Glenn Rice for what he is, man. He's an absolute sharpshooter. If you get him, you can be absolutely no money spent. Glenn Rice can be your primary ball handler, and he can make plays for you. Now, he doesn't have Hall of Fame handles for days, so sure, if you're comparing him to some of these other shooting guards or point guards that have Hall of Fame handles for days, sure, he's going to get a little more tired, stuff like that. But he's 6'7", plays incredible defense, has basically every badge you need in my team. You don't have to apply anything to him outside of maybe pick dodger. I love Glenn Rice, and if you think this card is bad, watch, not today's episode because I didn't play great with Glenn Rice, but just watch me and my no money spent for the foreseeable future. Glenn Rice is absolutely outstanding, and if you did log in every day in the last 3 weeks, you got a top 5 shooting guard in my team. Cracking the top 3, no surprise, Galaxy Opal Ricky Davis. This card is absolutely incredible in my team, and what is he, 85, 90,000 MT? The reason he's so cheap is because there are a lot of people that did pull him yesterday. Now, I actually spent 100,000 MT on Ricky Davis. Do I regret it? No, because this card is literally incredible in my team. Instead of locking in for my number 2 shooting guard, who I basically ruined it, okay? My number 2 shooting guard is going to be Terry Dischinger. Instead of locking in for Terry Dischinger, guys, pick up Galaxy Opal Ricky Davis. You look at this 127. Let's break down this plus 127. 35 of it standing dunk. Does that matter? A little bit, but not a ton because look, if you're 6'5" or above, you're going to get the standing dunk animation anyway. Post hook plus 22. Post moves plus 8. Let's look. Rebounding plus 7 overall. Passing vision doesn't matter. Passing IQ doesn't matter. Plus 24. Shot IQ plus 20. Look at the stats that do matter. Okay, block plus 13. Yes, Terry has the advantage there. I'll give you guys 100% there. Okay, but everything else, they're basically clones of each other. Terry Dischinger, I do believe, is the better overall card. So I'm not sitting up here trying to make the case Ricky Davis is better because I don't think that is. But the one thing Ricky Davis has, in my opinion, that I love is the T-Max size up. I love that side to side. Now, maybe that's just me being personally biased towards that move, but that's how I get all my crab animations. That move is absolutely incredible. MJ dribble style, set base, Oscar upper on, very quick, normal leader. Ricky Davis is absolutely incredible. Now, let's talk about Terry Dischinger. For all the people that did lock in for Terry Dischinger, again, I'm sorry. You guys wasted all your money on this card when Ricky Davis is nearly as good, but you still got the second best shooting guard in the game. So not all is lost because Terry Dischinger is nearly a perfect card. Comes with basically every badge you need in the game. KPJ base on quick. The Mellow Upper is weird. It's going to take a lot of getting used to. It's a reason a lot of people don't even love the Galaxy Opal Danny Ferry, is because a lot of people aren't used to it. Now, Francis size up. Everybody loves that, okay? I don't personally love it as much as everybody else. Like, everybody great gasses that Francis size up. To me, like, I get it, but it's not like the biggest deal to me. Obviously, you know, for Terry Dischinger, the card's great. I don't think you can even sit here and tell me he's not great. The moving step back is normal, which, you know, you can Asta slide with that, I do believe, because Cade can do that as well. I mean, in general, Terry, really solid overall card. My number 2 shooting guard in my team. My number 1 shooting guard is still Dark Matter Tracy McGrady. And it makes me really mad when people say, should I sell my Tracy McGrady for Terry Dischinger? No, guys, because with Tracy McGrady, you're eventually going to be able to sell him for, like, even if it's 500, 600K, you're eventually going to be able to sell him. Now, I probably would recommend selling him decently soon, because I do see his value decreasing quite a bit, because we're going to start getting better and better shooting guards, stuff like that. But if you lock in for Terry Dischinger, you're never going to get that MT back. With Tracy, you buy him or you don't sell him yet, you're still going to get some MT back on it. And at 6'8", with his movement, I still think he's the best shooting guard in the game. I know there's going to be certain people that try to argue that, but I just think it's a fact. There's not any other shooting guard that can do what Tracy McGrady can do at that same type of level. So that's why, for me, Tracy McGrady is my number 1 shooting guard in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. That's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. If you didn't see your favorite shooting guard like a Grant Hill, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Maybe you could put Grant Hill in over Clyde. It's just all subjective when it comes down to it. Again, I take value into consideration as well. So, you know, if like Glenn Rice compared to Grant Hill, obviously I'm going to give the advantage to Glenn Rice, but definitely could see Grant Hill on that small forward list as well. So kind of stay tuned to that. It's going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.